Bien. Okay. Okay. I'm going to speak in English. This stream. This stream. I'm going to speak it in English. Here it's me, but also I'm personal. And also, yeah. I mean, I do things a bit different. A bit fun that I am here. And yeah, and I try to tell it more, but repeat the same format as much as I can. It is completely perfect, but I don't care as well. I'm just trying to keep this exercise live as much as I can. So I'm not so obsessed with fun and with details. I'm more into what I will rest. What type of things I'm trying to keep in a loop. Strengths and whatever. So, right, 17 of me, 17 8, 2026. We are Sunday. Maybe, one second. Okay. Bueno, ahorita lo reviso. Yeah, so yeah, I think more interested into the information than anything else because I cannot stay in the same place. I changed that, so I will be doing stuff more. Because I cannot stay very much time up in one. Yeah, move myself. Because and sadly in Mexico you cannot be very in Mexico you cannot stay in one same place because the corruption this is fucked up. You know? It's very fucked up. These people in the corruption levels in this place. We see a couple being murdered on the streets in Michoacan. Not proud of talking about that, but it's the way it is. It is a criminal country, a terrorist country. So living in a terrorist country means a lot of problems. uh, And what am I talking about? Well, a few days ago, a couple, uh, a couple was murdered, assassinated in Michoacan, and literally assassinated. uh. They arrived to the vehicle where these two people uh, were driving. They were on the streets, and the terrorists arrived uh, and kidnapped these two guys. And yeah, I mean, you cannot move freely entirely in this terrorist place. Yeah, you are subjected, surrounded by criminality. And these two guys, they were like 20 something years old. no? These two guys, no, like 30, 23 something, no, and they were removed from a vehicle on the streets, and a few hours later, they appeared dead near a dam. That's the terrorist country we live in, Mexico. It's a terrorist country. We should not make mistake about that. It's a terrorist country that is completely surrounded by assassins, criminals, assassins, so for so on. So yeah, I mean, these individuals, these terrorists, arrived to these two young guys. They remove them from, I think it was an EcoSport Ford. They removed them from that vehicle, and they appeared later that day dead in a dam. So we live in a terrorist place. We're surrounded by terrorism in this country. This country needs to be, probably the only way that this country is going to fix itself is something like what happened in Iraq, completely removal from everything, and with the aid of from or maybe the US, I don't know, restructure the entire goddamn place, because it is that bad. It really is that bad. I mean, it's complicated. I'm not saying that everyone is absolutely everyone is terrorists, but there are many terrorists. So it is a very complicated place. And in the United States, we don't have a, a very good moment for that country. We are seeing many problems in the United States also, you know. So yeah, it's complicated. We are living in a dangerous time, a very dangerous time where we have many situations happening right now as I speak. Uh, and yeah, we need to be cautious, because uh, yeah, because it's complicated. I wish it was easy, you know. I wish things were easy. They're not. It's just not easy. They're just not. It's just not easy. I'm sorry. Maybe the live feed is not perfect. I really don't care about it. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, I mean, well, the video feed is not the best. So I might just put it in put myself in maybe in the background, maybe because yeah, if the video feed is not uh, great, then I'm going to do this one like this. I'm just going to put the I'm going to put my Twitter feed. Yeah, because the video feed sucks. The video feed really sucks. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to do it. Think out. I don't have the old time of the camera. I think I can change a little bit. Change a little bit the way I do this. I'm gonna put myself here in position when I do. I think it's better because yeah, I mean, you cannot be all the time in one place because there are few military, so you have to move yourself. You have to move yourself because otherwise it's impossible. You have to like celebrate. So yeah, I'm gonna put my I'm gonna put my suite instead of you see, I did somewhere that likes the big for the with my feet. I'm not able to do. I don't like to see myself so much on the screen, to be on my camera. And a few people that actually know me understands I hate cameras. Not because I don't. I'm gonna change. I'm changing for this microphone because the other microphone I don't know what the hell is going on with this thing. I rely better in a cable microphone. Far much better cable microphone. Yeah, a cable microphone instead of the other one because far much better. Far much better. Yes. The other bullshit was already starting to become with this artificial intelligence crap. You know? Yeah, this artificial intelligence user narrative. Artificial intelligence is much better. Okay, it's more difficult to mess around. It's far much more difficult to mess around with this one. You see, I already hear myself very much clearly because it's harder to bullshit with hardware like this. No, you cannot tamper with hardware like this one. So fuck you all. I'm gonna use this one. To be honest, fuck you all. I'm gonna use this hardware, which is difficult. No? Far, far much difficult to screw with. So yeah, I'm trying to see what's going on over here or there, and this is like some. No, it might not be the best, you know. I've been attacked a lot. In this internet connection has been very attacked. So I'm sorry because of these attacks to these little cuts on the stream. This cuts in the feed is the internet. I think is in. Maybe they're trying to do something on the internet. Maybe, you know. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna try to do this as much as I can. I'm trying to figure out this how I'm gonna do. Yeah, trying to keep this thing going. No, and the internet is really bad. I mean, it's not loading not this way. So yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I think it's like there. The problem with all these communications is that they are becoming more and more unmarked when you try to improve your privacy. Of course, there's many criminals hiding privacy, but there are also many people target individuals. So yeah, I'm just gonna try to figure it one out to see if I can actually manage this feed in a better way. And yeah, I'm trying to figure this how can I actually improve this connection. I'm gonna try this change on my radio feed. I hope this microphone I want to I hope there is the hands-free on that microphone, you know, free hands-free device, because otherwise it's going to it's going to be very. I think the free hands-free on that's fine. So yeah, I mean, there is screaming on streets, there is burning houses, there are killing people here and there. So that's what happens with a terrorist country like Mexico. You're surrounded by criminals outside the streets. There are narco governments. You have terrorists on the streets. You have completely entire places like Sinaloa. Terrorists. You know, there are very few people living in those places that are not involved. Complete. You know, all criminality. Almost entire society is states field terrorists. That is a big problem. You know? That is a big problem, and we have Mexico places that where you have almost entire societies field criminals, entire states, complete entire states. So it's a situation that's so far overwhelming that not even the chain have been able to push back all the bullshit. Yeah, it's not bad. You know, you go to the streets and you don't see that much people here. When you go behind the buffs, yeah, which on in wherever they use this always around the scenes. Yeah, that is the problem we have in Mexico. We have a lot of, I mean, we have a lot of situations regarding, yeah, I mean, these problems, and that really cool, which is the regime, which is so much. And yeah, you go, that is important because you don't need to be anywhere. Situation anywhere, anywhere you want the worst situations, you may find yourself into, you know. And the problem in Mexico, yeah, is a very big problem because it's filled with criminality. And that in itself is a big problem. Like some Americans say, it's big is a problem that is something to evict. Very big nation has been unable to deal with this thing. You know? I mean, I'm not joking. You know, you have a president of a country having to deal with situation in a very problematic way. When there is much, well, even these countries like Mexico, they face a very big problem because they find themselves in a position where they can much. You know, so this is not only it's not only Mexico. We have El Salvador, we have Colombia, we have many places where these types of problems have the same, exactly the same, under the same. So that is a real problem because you have this has reached about that. You know, no joke. This problem reaches Spain. So we understand the situation we're doing in Mexico that even on the live Spain has been affected by this bullshit. No, not joking, right? And it really is really a situation that also with that. So yeah. What I have seen, then we have seen all the United States regime, they are in the regime with politics, it's formula that is doxed, and they're actually in that game. So it's not like it's not like my name is nice. Yeah, I live there. Please, and we have used this connection now. But I have myself is in the because shine he who also stepping within exchange for we have been posting enough this time more of the dust, and yeah, this is the problem. That's the problem because find yourself also outside any ready to see really falls outside. So when you are in that situation, you become a many problems. And that's what is happening. This very that we see this probably if this connection plays and itself in all, you see that big and it is unable to ignore the texture to make the connection a little bit inconsistent. So if I find inconsistency on the audio, I play this because one, it is trying hard to probably attack this connection to start this mission in terms of respectability. This is played with the United States violating total taxing illegal illegals to both places. So we are seeing this problem that these governments violate people's privacy by accessing in an illegal way those privacy. So yeah, I'm gonna put myself in a picture because the camera is working well. So yeah, I mean, yeah, we're seeing romantic situations around like this. And yeah, that's like a picture because this bullshit, they cannot normally use my devices because of these problematic connections. And that is a problematic situation as well because you tend to see more bullshit trying to turn out the whole my channel, my mouse, like an out the corral. So I need the line to occur to use my perfect train. That's so bad. Technology is becoming in what we yeah, that's something to put to force digital which is very fast, very addiction and we should pull back most of the areas agendas because they are anti-human, they are anti-privacy, and they restrict possibly for you to think on where people should be pushed into bullshit. They push you to bullshit. And it's shit for bullshit, one bullshit, it should be in a different place. Yeah, I think you can even low I want to tell you or using see you can open page now. This is also bullshit on this switch. One is in all the way. This is true. This absolute is from the bullshit tree. They want to impose on people. That's why they want to impose. They don't want to people they want to impose shit. That may even if they don't like it, because I don't like it. Yeah, I like it, and I see that they're pro-terrorists. But the United States is no different. Terrorists also we have to deal with terrorists in country, and you have terrorist countries like the US and Iran. The terrorist countries. So you have to deal with terrorists. You see, that is what we have to be dealing is yeah, we deal with terrorist people, a terrorist country. So that is not an idea scenario. You have to choose between two terrorists, and we're seeing this when and I'm listening to this video. I'm listening to the audio. This bullshit house. I'm also listening to the audio. Sounds like bullshit, complete bullshit. So yeah, that is terrorism. I'm going to see if the live feed on the social media list sounds decent. This is terrorism right now, If you don't have what you want, they bullshit you, That is terrorism. Whatever you want to call it, that is not terrorism. In my book. So yeah, I mean, it is terrorism. You cannot be mistaken. You have countries want to impose, no that, impose. The bullshit, that is terrorism. There's no other way to call it terrorism. So let's not be mistaken about it. There's no conditions about it. We have probably countries, and the only kind that did all bullshit I think it was per word. The less bullshit continue with bullshit driven. Right now, I know it was like behaving like a somebody else. I really don't. I really don't know. I mean, I'm using a cable machine. Maybe he's the implementation. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it is bullshit. So it is bullshit. It's completely bullshit. I think it's pretty good, right? I'm using this. The system is completely working in a very rapid